Hi, I promise I still know how to make content. So anyway, we have deck profiles because when you run out of ideas, just do those. And obviously we have Ignister right here. So, oh, by the way, Contra's here from,
yeah,
you know him from such things that we've most likely discontinued, such as the Progression series, or sorry, Depression series. Don't sue me, Simo. But anyway, yeah, go ahead, take it from here.
Yeah, so I went X-1 with this deck because I'm retarded. So, the core should remain the same if you know what this deck does. 3 Achichi, 3 Picari, because these are the two starters that you want to see. Doyon in this extender, Burr is an extender. And Gachiri is sometimes an extender, but like if they imperm it, this does not work because it has to negate a Cyber's effect to summon itself. So, but whenever it does come up, it makes Axis Stone unaffected, it makes Bomber Dragon unaffected when I go first. It does a lot. So,
did I just hear you say 55 card Sword Soul?
yeah, he played it today.
I hate you.
Well today, I just misplayed once.
I hate.
His draws were so good.
To be fair, you resolved chicken.
I did resolve chicken.
Bro, don't disrespect Chunji.
Bro, I disrespect nobody.
Chunji meant to steal your bitch.
So,
anyway.
so I'm playing the Mathmech stuff because the Ignister stuff just gets the Mathmech stuff, and it's a free super factorial with the negate.
Circular is a hell of a card out here.
Yeah, so Circular has a stupid restriction where you can only attack with one monster.
Oh no, how terrible.
It's annoying, but I mean it's fine because like if one of these starters, Achichi or Picari, gets stopped, I can just Circular or send Sigma, and then I just continue playing. Sigma will banish itself if you don't use it as Xyz material because it banishes itself when it leaves the field. So I always want to make sure I use it as Xyz material for next turn if my board gets broken, and then I can just do it again with Circular. So you might be wondering why I'm playing Nabla, because even Mathmech players usually don't run Nabla. It's because for one card Ignister combo, you can go into this. This is so that you get the third monster for Super Factorial, because otherwise you'll end up with 2, and you can't summon Laplacian that way. Diameter's here because he's the negate that you want to get into the grave for Super Factorial. Thanks.
Bro, you rolled like a 16. That's pretty good.
That dice looks dusty and hairy. I don't want to touch that.
I regretted moving it out of the way just for that. So for spells and traps, 2 island. I'm not running 3 because I've seen 2 sometimes. I saw a 3 one game a long time ago, and it was very annoying. And it's searchable. I played 2 because if they Cosmic 1, I can't get it back. So yeah, if I didn't fear God, I'd be playing 1. 3 Amichu, another Searcher. It's another 1-card starter. I just learned that it does not lock you into summoning Cybers. It locks you into using the effects of Cyberses during that turn.
Nice.
So, like, I cannot use hand traps on my own turn if I play this, which that was very bad.
You hate to see it.
Yeah, I just need to read better. Silent Mining, another starter, explanatory, gets either...
Call me crazy, 1-card starters.
Oh, it's a 1.5, you have to discard for...
Oh no.
Yeah.
We're going to get
How difficult.
We'll see y'all there.
Okay. So it gets both Circular or either Circular or Achichi, so it's very flexible. I like to see this with any of the other starters because like I can just swap between them. 1 Reborn, 1 Idle Reborn, and 1 Fighting Spirit. These 2 are both Reborns. They gave the deck 2 Reborns. I mean, what can I say?
Searchable, by the way.
Huh?
Searchable, by the way.
Yeah, they're all searchable because they're ice, speller traps.
We love it.
And this one also gets material back if your monster battles. And this one can protect. No, if you have both of these in grave, Fighting Spirit will prevent a rival Cybers from being destroyed in battle, which comes up. But if you're making Underworld Goddess, then it doesn't really matter.
11k beat stick. I'll do it.
Yeah. then one super factorial because
you can.
it's the strongest, one of the strongest cards in this deck. You can send a bunch of cards. It's like one from your opponent's hand, one from your monster from your opponent's field, one spell trap.
Yes, let's send the tier player's hand.
Yeah, I mean, I saw 3 tier players today, and this hit a tier from hand every time.
Yeah.
It didn't hit the ones I wanted it to hit, but whatever.
No.
Non-engine. 2 Ash, 1 Bell, 3 Crow for standard hand traps. Playing 2 Ash, 1 Bell because there are hard ones per turn. And I always see multiple because God hates me. Call Vibe, it stops hand traps, it stops tier names.
It's a pretty good card, I hear.
Yeah. 2 Tactics, thanks to your wonderful host here. This was so good. Like, I won games I should not have won because of Tactics.
It's a pretty good card, I hear.
Yeah, I underestimated this card, but I should probably pick up my own copies. And then 3 Imperm. And then I, for some reason, put the Velos at the back, but also running...
they exist.
Yeah. Because I'm running the 3 Veiler and the 3 Imperm because, like, Sprite, I can prevent them from locking me into 2s, and if I side in Nib, I like having all of the ones that can hit
Gigantic or hit Kit.
Yeah. As long as they can hit them and prevent the Kit from going to grave from its own effect, prevent them from searching, it's really good. Extra deck. Lynn Pegasus. Targets
Win Pegasus.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who plays Artemate Slayer for synchros or sends it off with Nadir rarely knows what it is. It's good because if they destroy a rival by battle, I can just shuffle 1 card they control into the deck. So, like, tier players I can just shuffle a Kit or a Kaleido Heart, prevent it from triggering anything more. So it's good. Also, it pops back row, and it can pop a lot of back row. Because depending on the number of Ignisters you have on field, I can just pop a whole field's worth of back row. And some people just don't expect it. The 2 Xyz, 1 Alambertian, 1 Laplacian. Alambertian is an engine piece. It gets you a piece you're missing. If you're doing the 1 card engine, or 1 card Ignister line, this will get you Circular, because 2 of the Ignisters are level 4. And then Laplacian is what you go into with Super Factorial to send a card from hand, 1 from Spell and Trap, and 1 monster. And then it also gained the negate from Diameter, so it's a lot of interruption at once. And the rest are links. 2 Dark Infant, search this field spell.
Only 2. You're bold.
Well, the thing is, there's not a lot of space, and I'm only running 2 field spell.
I know you got a cut for the Mathmech, but that's bold.
I know, yeah, but it never comes up to need the 3rd. 1 Templar.
StarCraft 2 reference.
You didn't have to. You didn't have to. But yeah, it summons back 3. It's soul charge. It's incredible. What can I say? And then Arrival Cybers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm always going to end into this. It sometimes will get the Dunmari negate. Most of the time, it should have 5k attack because the new combo I made. But sometimes it'll have 4, sometimes it'll have 6. But more or less, it'll have 5 this time. So these are the Link 2s I'm running. Wicked will get Baruru. Sometimes it gets Diameter, and I just Diameter summon back a level 4 Cybers, and I just make Laplacian on their turn, which has a negate and sends a bunch of cards, which is funny. Splash Mage, it's Extender, naturally. Jammer.
That's the you die button.
Yeah, so if Circular prevents you from attacking with more than 1 monster, so Jammer will let Talker become that 1 monster that Mathmech usually makes. Bomber, I regret making this against tier.
Yeah, we learned that you do not make this against tier.
Especially when they draw Instant Fusion.
Yeah, don't do that.
because they can foolish or add 1 and then mill 5.
That's why I cut this from my tier deck, because every goddamn matchup is tier.
But it did well against everything else, so it works.
I mean, yeah.
And some people just forget that Bomber affects all link arrows, not just its own. So that's funny. These are the talkers. Transcode, Heat Soul, and Access Code. I need this for I Meet You because it's fire. It'll get me that Chi-Chi.
So you don't have to play the bad fire Ignister anymore.
Yeah. Well, I like the card. It's just
It's
not,
cool, but it's...
So sometimes I summon this, draw cards if I don't think I can do anything else. No, actually, also, some people like to attack it and think it only remains at 23, but like I have cards like Idol Reborn. I can summon something to its zone. And some people just don't respect the zone either. So it can just gain a lot of attack randomly. Transcode, obviously, it summons a Link monster back.
insane.
Also, it gets Gachiri, which will make my access code unaffected. And then access code, I needn't say more.
Yeah. Pray tell, what were you citing? Because I see the top card.
So, people will flame me that I'm not running this in the main. And you'd be obviously correct, because it actually came up a lot. I was not interrupted as much as I thought I would be, because tier matchups don't run hand traps, apparently, besides Happiness. And it's great, but it's just one piece of interaction. It just target negates, but it works when it actually matters. One bell, the third ash, just more ways to stop stuff. Running 2 nib. I hate seeing this when I play against Sprite, because when I usually see one of it, I see no other hand trap, and it just doesn't do anything.
Fair.
But when I play multiple, I see multiple of the. I play 3, I see multiple of it. Like I see 2, and then it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do enough sometimes.
So what you're saying is, if you mained on Mari, you can have 3 nibs.
But I don't think that would change. I'd side something else. 3 Lightning Storm.
Yeah.
Also because of our glorious host.
Be glad you didn't play Travis and get Secret Villaged.
Yeah. So when I played this, I popped both a Scythe and a Sanctum.
I was there for that. It was very humorous.
How exactly? I didn't think of it when I knew my opponent was playing Invoked, Dogmatica,
Branded Fusion.
Branded Fusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he was playing Scythe.
Might as well, yeah. Why not?
Yeah, he just drew both of them.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't get to pop a card with Sanctum, so it's whatever.
Oh no. Terrible.
But I did get Cyclone, and I did lose that game, but whatever. Dark Ruler, mandatory.
Yeah.
Sprite boards are still good. They still put up a lot of interaction. And tier limit boards depends on what spell traps they have, or if they're running a lot. Like Paleo tier doesn't do all of what you want it to do.
That deck's just built different.
Yeah, the players are just built different. Duster,
Insane.
and then 3 Rivalry, of which I saw it once, and that was it. I saw it when it didn't matter.
No, I mean, well.
If I saw it anywhere else, if I saw it in the final game, that's an easy win. But that just didn't happen. And that's the profile.
Any final words to say, or
Look, if I just don't play like a monkey, I can do better. But that's a hard ask.
You're talking to someone that played Crystal Beast today, so I mean.
But you require more cards to play that deck. That's just.
I found out the hard way that it's usually either a specific 2-card combo or a 3-card combo.
Yeah.
Video coming soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah, you need to see that profile. Prove you're a real YouTuber.
Oh my god. Tune into that when I make it, and beyond that, yeah, bye. Have a good rest of the day.